his head is severely damaged. The back brain is severely damaged that he can't stand up. He has to lower his head to get back to his mind. He's not clear-minded anymore. Look at this officer, this government officer. He did nothing to fight back. He can't. Look at he tried to pull his trousers. This is very normal Chinese peddler. How Chinese peddler was treated by the Chinese government officer. This is very common. I had tears when I watched things like that. It's so bad happening in the world. So bad. I think I had that experience before because my right side of my head is lower than my left side of my head. As I was a little girl, I was beaten by an adult, and all the other people laughed. And I think this thing can happen to me if I still live in China. Yeah, this kind of thing may seem to be alien to some Chinese. They don't think that they would live in that kind of world, but it is just like UK may not have things like this, and China have things like that. But inside China, they are also layered class. Like if you are a peddler, if you don't have money and you want to get some money by make a living by go to the street being a peddler, like this man, look at his pants and bustles. He is trying to fry some rice on the street for the passers-by. He did, and that's very cheap. Just moving restaurant. It's a cheap moving restaurant. This is can earn very little money. Look at the pants and the bucket. They are looks quite new. So you can see this. So we can see that this peddler is very new to this type of make a living deal. It's very new. All his tools are very new, and very simple. The man in the uniform is a government officer of Chinese government officer. And when I see this, I want to cry. I think this young man is so pitiful. He didn't fight back. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't kill people or even hurt people. He just go outside to make a living. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing bad to people. But he was treated much worse than a criminal, than the bad people. And even he is beaten so heavily, he didn't fight back. And I don't think that I would be better luck than him if I am in that situation. So I think that these things, if happen to me, that I can't handle it. But it is fundamentally not how you can react in that situation, but the place you choose to live or the place you occasionally live, and the situation you occasionally are. So I would very hate people to ask you to go to the street to trust people to in China to trust the people and to do these things, because what this is what they will encounter. So miserable. I think this young man, his head so severely damaged. Maybe when he gets older, he will suffer headache or all kinds of pain in his later lives. This is what they have to predict if they want to make a living as a peddler on the street. Completely different life. If you just go to university, or you go to a company, working in a company, even in an OEM like Foxconn, you wouldn't happen. These things can't happen at all. It's quite regulated. So after I see this, what I wanted to say is not just to feel pitiness or how evil the Chinese government officer is. What I wanted to say is the place that you dive into will determine what you will encounter, and there are so many different situations. Then you should avoid to go to these places. You should avoid go to the street if you have to make a living, then you can't. Then you get bad luck and you meet this kind of so inhuman treatment. Then it's so. I think it's not only bad luck. It is highly probability that you will meet such bad luck in a very far away, in a very poor province. Maybe will be better in the coastal cities, but not much better. So I kind of hate my mom. My mom always told me to, as I was a girl, as a young woman, she always told me to find a man, to get married, to get money from men. I really hate her these days. I think every day these days I never talked with my mom or read WeChat at all. But every single day I would think about whether I should contact her or to see her whether she will die at home. But I resisted that temptation, and just to spare my life. Even if I contact her, what I can do, every time that I contact her, everything that I want to say is just to scold her, to criticize her. Nothing tender, nothing loving at all. So I think in this case, that if my mom would be so stupid, would like me to go to do such a peddler's job in China, then what I will encounter, she wouldn't know, and I would only endure it myself. Things like that, all kinds of lower class things in China doing. You have to be exploited, you have to be bullied by all kinds of people, by all kinds of government officers. Then that is the situation. The situation that you choose, that they guided you to, will make you suffer. It's not that how strong you are, how you react. The better people, the better situation in it. Then my mom would ask me to dive into it and make it so into eating a sugar, make it so enticing. That is my stupid mom. So that is what I'm thinking about this thing. you see this Chinese, that bullier, he is not strong at all, but he has a very good support by the Chinese government, so he can do whatever he like. Otherwise, if it is one man to one man fight, he wouldn't fight. He wouldn't have any ability to win at all. But he just rely on the Communist Party, then he can do better things. So just to leave that so bad place, never go to a place that the Communist Party don't have any power, and you can beat them heavily, and you can win. Otherwise, if you live in their country, it is very little chance that you can win. Even if you win one man of them, many of such rubbish will come to you and arrest you and do trouble to you. That is what I feel so happy about Trump doing so bad things to China. Feel so good about it. And then maybe Chinese government, Communist Party don't care about it at all, because they don't care about Trump at all, because they send a very low rank officer to talk with Trump, but send a very high rank officer to talk with NVIDIA's CEO Jason Huang. So for Chinese government, Jason Huang is more important than Trump. Why it is that happens? Maybe the Trump raising the tariffs will only hurt the normal people, hurt those cheap labor's life. But Jason Huang Jason Huang is angry with China and don't give China this NVIDIA GPUs, then it would hurt the Chinese top class people, because that is the AI and the GPU for their supervision, all kinds of cameras, all kinds of large language models training. That is their higher class, their scientists, their top researchers. So that is what they care about. But what Trump did is only hurt, or mostly hurt, this Chinese lower class. The lower class people make a living by doing cheap labors, and they will lose their jobs. They cannot find a job to make a living, and they will be poor, and they will kill each other and do all kinds of violence on the street. But the high class Chinese government Communist Party members, they don't care. They have very good raised army to protect them. They have specialized food, specialized supplies, everything so good, in good control, so they won't be affected at all. Although all people, 1/3 of the people died in China, of the lower class people died in China. It doesn't influence their high class people in China to enjoy a very comfortable life at all. Instead, if they get a more miserable life, and then the lower class Chinese would have to begging and try to comply with the upper class Chinese. So the Chinese government don't so care about it at all. But Jason Huang's GPU is much more important.